just in that bar? So D minor, then 2 beats of B flat, 2 beats of A.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just that only happens once.
Okay.
So the first A is like 10 bars.
Okay, got it. And then I proceed to this.
No.
Is this an ending here?
No. Then you go back to here.
Okay.
And then just read. Then you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, then don't play second time.
No.
Okay, I got you. So is the second 10 bars as well, but we take this?
No. This never happens. This thing only happens once.
Okay, so here, repeat.
So here's the
come
form.
back to here.
A, 2-bar break, A, and then
Okay.
A, 2-bar break, A, B, break.
Okay.
And then we break. I'm gonna come in myself. And then.
Okay, but when you say A, it's 8 bars, right?
Yeah.
This is what? Okay. And then this is B here.
So, yeah, yeah, this is B. Exactly.
Okay.
A, B. And that's the band.
Right.
So, yeah, so when we come in after the meditation, we're going to do this twice. Okay. So first time it's like, I'm just be by myself or whatever, and then it comes in. But then when we come in here, that's sort of like you gotta hit that B flat kind of strong.
Okay.
That's like the big part of the song.
Okay. So we come out of meditation, we're in the D minor part.
Yeah.
I'll look to you.
Well, when she hears da 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 da,
Okay.
and you hear that pickup, that's where we are.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Come on, guys, it's cool.
It's going for the pirate.
Do I know it? Is it easy? What is
Yes,
it?
it's so easy.
Do you have it in there?
Happy Sunday, Unity San Francisco. I don't think many people are downstairs because most of my downstairs people are up here. Yay. Our evil plan is working. Welcome to Sunday, July 31st, Potluck Sunday. Again, if you're downstairs, we're going to give you a little inspiration to get your butt up the stairs.
Don't worry, it's unplugged. They've got you on tape.
Excuse us while we seem to be experiencing technical difficulties.
Marty's mic.
I've missed you guys. Let's go.
The truth of our divinity, so that we can reap the endless possibilities through practice, meditation, and release. We are all blessed abundantly. Let everyone share love, share the stories. We affirm we are walking testimonies of the good that is ever present flowing. One power and one presence we are knowing. We claim the truth of our divinity, so that we can reap the endless possibilities through practice, meditation, and release. We are all blessed abundantly. Let everyone through love share the stories. We affirm we are walking testimonies of the good that is ever present flowing. One power and one presence we are knowing. Yeah. The truth of our divinity, so that we can reap the endless possibilities through practice, meditation, and release. We are all blessed abundantly. Let everyone through love share the stories. We affirm we are walking testimonies of a good that is ever present flowing. One power and one presence we are knowing. We claim the truth of our divinity, so that we can reap the endless possibilities through practice, meditation, and release. We are blessed abundantly. Let everyone through love share the stories. We affirm we are walking testimonies of the good that is ever present flowing. One power and one presence we are knowing. Yeah. Love is forever. 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 Yeah. Love is forever. 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 Love is forever, yeah. We claim the truth of our divinity, so that we can reap the endless possibilities through practice, meditation, and release. We are all blessed abundantly. Let everyone through love share the stories. We affirm we are walking testimonies of the good that is ever present flowing. One power and one presence we are knowing, yeah. Love is forever. 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 Love is forever, yeah. Love is forever, yeah. Peace is forever. 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 Peace is forever, yeah. Peace is forever, yeah. Joy is forever. 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 Joy is forever, yeah. Joy is forever, yeah. Love is forever. 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 Love is forever, yeah. Love is forever. 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 Love is forever.
Living for God has been my one desire. God is my everything, everything to me.
Living in the
There it
Spirit has set my soul free. I gave my life to God, and I began to see. I had a revelation
One day while I was in prayer,
I had a revelation.
I became so aware. My love for God was ever so true. I discovered God loves me and needs me too. Now I know why I'm alive.
God made me to reveal its holy face. I am the hand of God everywhere I go. And who I am matters to the Most High. I am the place for God, and that's why I'm alive.
I had a revelation.
One day while I was in prayer,
I had a revelation.
I became so aware. My love for God was ever so true. I discovered God loves me and needs me too. Now I know why I'm
I had a revelation.
I am the place for God.
I had a revelation.
I had a revelation.
I am fulfilling God's will. I had a revelation.
I am the love of God.
I had a revelation.
I live as the grace of God. My love for God was ever so true. I discovered God loves me and needs me too. Now I know why
I had a revelation. Have you had a revelation? When you go inside, quiet your mind, tap into the flow. What do you know? You know you're God. You're God. What do you know? Do you know it? Do you know it?
Do you know it? Right here and right now. We take that energy, that presence, that knowing into our time of prayer. So we invite you to let the chair hold you. I invite you to let go of whatever got in the way this morning. I let go of whatever is stuck in your mind. And have a revelation of the truth that you are here, totally here, present, aligned, open and receptive to the truth, to the power and the inspiration that is coming through each and every one of us today. For there is only one of us here, one divine expression in its infinite forms, its infinite manifestations, its infinite possibilities. So we open today to the energy around us. Feel the presence of the person sitting next to you, in back of you, in front of you. Feel the presence that inhabits this room. Feel the presence that is your true nature. And know that right here and right now, you are the blessing. Right here and right now, you are radiating love. You are radiating serenity. You are radiating joy. For you are the gift. Today is the day. And for this truth and for this opportunity, we are truly grateful. And together we all say, amen. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you to our prayer chaplains who are holding space for us here and online. Thank you to Tyler, who is back. It is so great to have Tyler back on the platform. Take it away.
Thank you. Happy Sunday, everybody. It's so good to be back. Minus one little appendix. Thank you for your love and prayers. I want to invite everybody to so many of our wonderful programs and events. And every week on Sunday morning, we always have our Shelter in Grace meditation, Sunday morning sound meditation before service, 10:15 to 10:45, right here in the sanctuary and on Zoom. And then Monday through Friday, there's a Peace in the Midst midday meditation. But I want to show you our website because on the website has been redesigned. If you scroll down a little farther down throughout the week and at any time, even at midnight in another nation, you can have more meditations right there on the bottom. It says Meditate with Unity. Now, they're organized as 5 minutes or 10-minute meditations or 15 minutes. So there's a way to scroll down, and then they will play in sequence for you to enjoy that grounding moment, finding ourselves once again, peace in the midst of any circumstance or surgery or anything that we're going through. So go to the website, visit us there, and on our YouTube channel as well. Now, join us every week for Peace in the Midst, Monday through Friday, Sunday mornings, the sound meditation right here. I also want to draw your attention to the Sunday Bulletin, and if you did not already receive a Sunday Bulletin, raise your hand, and one of our ushers will bring you a Sunday Bulletin. And in here is a spiritual connection card. I'm just asking you to let us know who you are, and how you found out about Unity San Francisco. It's one of our ways to connect with all the people who are attending. And if you're viewing with us online, then there's a button just below the video for the spiritual connection card or the connection card link in the chat. So let us know who you are and how you found out about Unity. One of the important parts of this connection card is that if you're a first-time guest, please let us know. We'd love to mail you a little electronic gift of love, or if you're here in the sanctuary, right here at the foyer, we have some little gifts for you. So let us know that you're a first-time guest. And now, right after this song is going to be our time of meet and greet. So if you're viewing with us live, I invite you to go to the website and click the Spiritual Salon button. Here comes the music team back on stage. And if you're here in the sanctuary, I invite you to stand as you're willing and able. Let's sing together. I Am Not Forgotten. Ken brought a tambourine. Stand as you're willing and able. Let's sing together.
time for meet and greet. I invite you to stand and greet each other with a handshake, a hug, a wave, express, and say hi to everybody on Zoom. Oh, Scott who? Oh, wow. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Say hi here. Emmy. Hey, Mark. Sorry, out of your way. Okay, I'm gonna talk. Hi, everybody. So great to have you here online and in the room. I'm gonna kick it back to Tyler back on platform. Welcome.
And thank you, everybody. We'll have more time for sharing after service downstairs in our hospitality hour. And we're going to continue with our Sunday service. One other announcement is that we have a new class beginning today, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Now, this is a book study with Reverend Ken Daigle. It's the book by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So join Reverend Ken for 5 Sundays, starting today, 1:30 to 3:30, right after service today. And right now, we're going to turn it right back over to the music team, and Misa and the group is going to sing for us a song by Kirk Franklin called I Smile.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day. Where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy I've been promised, so I know it's alright. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell upon me like a shower now. I smile, even though it hurts me, I smile. I know God is working, so smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile, smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile, so smile. 1, 2, 3. Today's a new day. Everywhere is sunshine. Not a cloud in the sky, and it's light in my heart, and it feels right. Today's a new day. Nothing but blue skies, full of the love and the joy that I'm promised. Everything's alright. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell upon me like a shower now. I smile, even though it hurts me, I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile, smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile, so smile, smile for me. Would you just smile for me? Smile for me. Would you just smile for me? 2, 3. Oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you smile. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't contain
The sounds of Unity Choir. Woo! Aren't they incredible? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Have you felt like you've been in this time warp where life just seems to be happening at warp speed? I did a talk on this book, and I thought it was last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, maybe it was a year and a half. I looked it up, it was 3 years ago. And what's most interesting about that for me is that I was able to dive back in and look at this teaching again and realize that I had gotten stuck, that COVID and work and life overcame my desire to keep expanding and growing and evolving. And I have a question for you all. So, how many people here believe that our thoughts can create and our thoughts can affect our environment and can create our future, right? So a fair number of you, maybe everybody here, maybe I can't see everybody online at the moment, but I would imagine that's why you're here, right? So how many of you this morning got up and envisioned and created your future? A smattering, maybe, maybe sort of, right? So why don't we? Unfortunately, the truth is that we don't actually believe our teaching. The truth is that somewhere down, if we absolutely believed that our thoughts, that our being, our very attention and energy were creating our lives, our environment, our future, would we let a morning go by without doing it? But what we do, and what I do, right, is I get up in the morning and either the kids have woken me up or I get up because something's about to happen and I stumble to the coffee pot and I stumble to the bathroom and I pry my eyes open and then I shower and I get dressed and I get ready in the same way I do every day. And some of the same thoughts occur to me. Oh, what do I have to do today? What's on my calendar? What didn't I get to yesterday? What's past due? How is this bill going to get paid? What's going on at work? What's going on in politics? And these habitual habits come and take over my life. And all of a sudden, the day's half done. I come, I do meetings, I talk to people. Some of them are great, some of them trigger me, and I have the same feelings I've had for decades around them, and I go unconscious. Anyone relate to that? Right? And all of a sudden, a week, a month, or 2 years have gone by, or 3 years have gone by, and nothing's changed, because nothing's changed. Did you know that by the time we're 35, that 95% of our personality is formed? 95% of our personality is formed by that time. Your personality creates your personal reality. You get that? Your personality is what got you where you are. It's what made some of the greatest achievements in your life. But it's also the thing that keeps you stuck in some ways. And a personality is a combination of our thoughts and our behaviors and our feelings. And after years and years of doing it, they get into a pattern from our brain. Because in our brain, all those circuits that this picture represents, all those pictures are wiring. Every time we think a thought, it triggers emotions. It triggers hormones, which can trigger emotions. Or we have a feeling, and it triggers the same thoughts. How many of you have ever had the thought, or frequently have the thought, oh, this is happening to me again. Oh, why does this always happen to me, right? Cells, Hebbian learning, cells that fire together wire together. And when we do something without thinking, over and over and over again, or thinking, but keep repeating the same thinking, it makes it easier for it to happen again. So it takes more and more effort to change it, to make something new happen in our lives. And the problem is, most of us want something new. We want a new relationship, a new job, a new experience. I want the church to be packed on Sunday, and yet I fall into the same patterns of, well, people don't want to do church anymore. People don't want to do Sunday services. Everybody wants to do it online. While I have evidence here that that's not true, there's great people online, and there's great people in the room, and we can have both, but the patterns are so pervasive in our society that they wear us down. And how many of us have tried to have better finances without changing how we think about money? How many of us have tried to have more prosperity in our lives without doing the work necessary to understand that we are the ones creating it? So we try to create something new with our old personality. And guess what happens? Nothing. Nothing. To create change, you must think greater than your current circumstance. But if we still hold on to the belief that life is hard, or that job market is tight, or there's a recession coming and the stock market has crashed, or there's only so much money I can get from that job, therefore my income is limited because I'm retired, those are the realities you'll create with. To create something else, we have to be willing to let go of that old personality. And that's hard, folks, right? Let's tell the truth. You know what it takes to do that? Time, effort, awareness, education, commitment. And most of us, me included, fall short. So if we want a better world, I was having this conversation with one of our members before this. If we want a better world, who here wants a better world? Right? Duh. We have to be different. We can't bring our old personality to the game and create a better world. We can't. I talked about it last week. I couldn't bring my old personality to my interactions with my father and expect a different result. Right? If I want it to be different, we have to be different. So how do we do that? How do we really shift that? Part of it, as I just mentioned, is education, because education is what rewires our brains. Quantum law says, and this is what's so amazing about Joe Dispenza's book, is it talks about the quantum reality of all this. Excuse me, I hit the wrong button. And quantum law says that all potentialities exist at the same time. So let's dive into that. What does that really mean? All potentialities exist simultaneously. When scientists in quantum theory are looking at the atom, the smallest part, right? It's made of subatomic particles, right? And it has electrons spinning around, it has a nucleus that has things in it, but most of it is nothing. Most of it is just space. And what's really fascinating to learn about it is that in the atom, the electrons only exist when observed. They do not show up until one of us looks for them. Otherwise, they just exist in potentiality as infinite possibilities. And then when we look at it, they appear as we think they should appear. Right? So something that is infinitely potential, we limit and call it something. We call it chair, we call it floor, we call it building, we call it body, we call it disease, we call it good, we call it bad. In Scripture, it says, in the beginning, Adam and Eve ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. They called it good. They called it bad. And that's what we do when we limit something in potentiality, when we look at it. And we are not exempt from this quantum law. Now, you may think that you're sitting here, and you are, and your heart is beating, and it is, because I don't see anyone out on the floor, right? And that you're taking in oxygen, and you're doing all of that involuntarily, right? But there is a part, scientists also know there's a part in your brain that is controlling that. And that part of your brain is also made up of cells, which are made up of molecules, which are made up of atoms, which are made up of subatomic particles, which primarily are nothing. They're just pure potential. Every part of our being, every part of our body is pure potentiality. But we act as if it's locked. We behave as if it's set. Well, I have this diagnosis. Well, I have this condition. Well, I am this age. Well, I am this gender. And in reality, we can be anything because it all is possible. Whew. Take that in for a moment. The nothingness in our brain, in every cell and atom of our body, that pure potentiality, is what I call universe, love, infinite power, divine, spirit. That energy that has created all of it, the cosmos and all of it, and we get to inhabit it by letting go of who we think we are so that we can become who we're really here to be. You are here to be something so magnificent that the universe is calling you at this moment, calling you up higher, calling you up greater to that pure potentiality. The quantum field responds to not what we want, doesn't listen to what we want, but it listens to what we are being. So when our thoughts and our feelings and our behaviors align, we get to operate in coherence. We get to tell the universe exactly what we think. How many of us have tried affirmations? I am prosperous, I am prosperous, I am prosperous. I expect unexpected income. And at the same time in our mind, we're going, ooh, can't pay that bill, can't pay that bill, can't pay that bill, can't pay that bill, right? That's called incoherence, folks. The universe is not abundance if we're constantly thinking it's not. Nothing will happen with that. But when we can imagine, feel into the infinite possibility, and then take behaviors in alignment with those feelings and those thoughts, the quantum universe will respond instantly, and we watch miracles happen in our lives. Take that in. Because usually what our thoughts and behaviors and feelings look like is this. A jigsaw puzzle that might be 4 different jigsaw puzzles and random thoughts and feelings happening everywhere in them, but not coherent. Right? When we align ourselves with our thoughts and feelings, things start to move and happen. Right here and right now, we have that opportunity. We have the opportunity to shift. And how do we do it? By understanding that the state of being is just that. What state are you in right now? Where is your being? Are you upset about politics? Are you upset about the situations in the city? Are you upset about something at home? Are you upset about what something else is doing? But at the same time, you're going, I am peace, I am love, I am joy. Right? Those two things are fighting each other. And the universe is noticing. The universe is noticing. No, it's not saying that we don't have those emotions. I want to be really clear. Because if we are creating, if everything is possible, if we can create the future, why wouldn't we want to experience it all? I want to experience the sadness. I do. I want to feel the grief of losing someone. I'm looking at Elaine because we know it. I visited my mom while I was on vacation. There's this bittersweetness. She's happy, and she's gone. At the same time, I want to experience it all. I'm not saying not to have the feelings. But what I'm asking us to step into and what this book offers us is a way to be authentic, to be coherent, to be powerful in the face of grief, in the middle of abundance, to be champions as we go through diagnosis and surgeries and medication, and to know they do not define us. What defines us is our state of being, our thoughts and our feelings and our actions in the midst of it. And that's the realm of miracles. That's where we move past what is to what could be. That place of infinite where we get to choose how they're going to show up, how the electrons are going to show up and how it's going to move. There's an amazing study we're going to talk about in this class this afternoon about how that energy of understanding and that consciousness of prayerful consciousness can shift the past. Whatever you think is locked because it happened to you 20, 30, 40 years ago, your belief that it's locked is what's locking it. It is open to infinite possibility. So my next question is, how many of us here know people, not us, of course, who have mastered suffering? Mastered it, right? Do we avoid them? Sometimes, right? Because you can offer them a way out. You can offer them a way through it. And they go, no, that doesn't work for me. I've tried it. Well, yeah, you've tried it, but again, we must be in alignment, coherent. Our thoughts must match our feelings and our behaviors. And so the process of doing it involves us having to dive deep and to get beyond what we think we are to those glimmers of possibility that we could be. I've told you this before, but it bears repeating. When we started the journey to look for a new home for Unity San Francisco, we did a meditation at one of our board members' home here in Pacific Heights. And we did a guided meditation, and we all came out catching visions. And one of them was that we would be in this space, and people would be walking down the street to get in, and it was filled with colored light. Filled with colored light. And I'm standing here today knowing that that vision was called forth long before we ever knew of this building, ever knew of that. It was there for us to say yes to. And that process is possible for all of us. If you can master suffering, you can just as easily master joy, right? We can learn our lessons through pain, and we can choose to change because of diagnosis, because of job loss, because of relationships breaking apart, or we can choose to learn from joy and happiness and love. Which one? Which one, folks? Again, we believe that suffering is curative. Again, a belief. And is it true? If you want a new outcome, you have to break the habit of being yourself. Period. And you have to create a new you. You have to create a new you, and you get to choose how you do it. The dark night of the soul or the joyful dance down the street. And sometimes it's a combination of both, right? But that's the opportunity we have today, and over the next weeks as we study this book. There is a way to use meditation, to use prayer, to use self-awareness, to shift, and to create something new. Each and every one of you is a miracle. Each and every one of you have done this in some ways in your life. And I know, because I'm standing here experiencing it too, each and every one of us have some area where we need to let go of who we think we are so that we can become what the world truly needs. Let's take that idea, practice, into our time of meditation. The music team is going to come up again, and I'm going to talk one more second about them before we meditate. So again, 5 or 6 years ago, we were still at the old building. Misa and I had a conversation about how we build a choir, how we build a music team. And wow, the vision, the understanding of it, the possibility of it. Take a look at these amazing people who are volunteering their time to sing for us and create an incredible music ministry for Unity San Francisco. Blessed, blessed.
Here I am, lost in my need again, surrendering all, surrendering all. I'm finally here, seeing it all so clear. I'm desperate for love. I'm desperate for love. I surrender. Drenched in shame and in my whole life's pain, I hunger for love. I hunger for love. With arms stretched wide, I journey deep inside into myself, into myself. I surrender. I surrender. I want to know more love. I want to know more love. I surrender. I surrender. I want to know more love. I want to know more love. I surrender.
I surrender. I surrender it all right here in this moment. I let go of this idea that I have to be a certain way to succeed. I let go of this idea that I have been formed and born this way. I let go of the thought that I am limited. For the truth is that I am made in the everything here in the universe. I am made whole, and I am experiencing what I set myself to experience. So I surrender. I surrender the monkey mind. I surrender the blame mind. I surrender the limited mind. I surrender the painful mind. And I open right now to the space between atoms and electrons, the space between the molecules of my being. I surrender right now to this infinite space of the universe, to the infinite possibility that already exists. What good? What good is coming for me right here and now? What can I surrender so that I am more open, more prepared, more available for the good seeking me? I invite you to open your hands if they're closed, to open your heart, and to open your mind. Mind is just activity of the brain. Open it all. Open it to release. Release all the things that you think are the way things should be, so that we may be surprised by the infinite good waiting to fill that space. I surrender. Say it with me. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender in the silence. I surrender. I surrender. What is possible? What could be if we let it? In this moment, surrender to infinite good. Health beyond your wildest expectation. Beauty. Beauty abundant everywhere. Serenity with every breath. Peace, love, unlimited, unbounded, unconstrained. Prosperity for everyone. No limitation, no lack. All possible when we surrender to our limited mind and turn over to the infinite mind of the divine. We surrender. We surrender. Say it with me. I surrender.
I surrender.
I surrender.
I surrender.
I surrender. I surrender. I want to know more love. I want to know more love. I surrender. I surrender. I want to know more love. I want to know more love. Like a rushing wind, love come move within. Love have your way, love have your way as me. Like a mighty storm, stir within my soul.
And so it is.
Another beautiful Sunday practicing together this divinity that is within us all. And where we make a space, suddenly creativity, wisdom, imagination rushes in to fill the void. So one of the things that we do here every Sunday is that we set our intention for the week coming forward. So I invite you to check out your spiritual connection card. There's some suggestions here. See if any of these phrases work for you. Setting my intention. Choosing this week to shift my state of being. Just setting that in mind. Setting in motion an intention to shift. Right now, setting my intention to lift my consciousness by active learning. Choosing to learn, choosing to know that this lifts my consciousness. Choosing to create new ways of being daily. That's going to open up new neural pathways and shake up my life. Choosing to set my intention every day. Creating this opening, this place for potential, knowing that divine principle and creativity is going to rush in to create new experiences for each and every one of us. So I invite you to fill out your spiritual connection card. There's also a space to write your own intention or any one of those four. Place this in the offering basket in just a moment when it comes around. We also invite you to give to Unity San Francisco with your time, talent, and treasure. There are people who give of their hospitality and their love of food, so join us right after service downstairs. If you'd like to join the hospitality team, please let myself or Ken or Carol Dollahan know. And we also have ushers and greeters who help us every Sunday with the operating of the service. If you'd like to sing in the music team, see Misa. Just ask us for more information about wherever your heart is lighting up to share of your time and your talent and your treasure. If you'd like to give of your money, then we invite you to give to Unity San Francisco, and you can use your cell phone and text Unity SF to 44321. You can click the button just below the video for the donation or the donation link in the chat, or if you're here in the sanctuary, there's a little white envelope in the chair seat in front of you. So we invite you to support where you are spiritually fed, and we say thank you for giving to Unity San Francisco. We always anchor our giving with an affirmation.
Let's do it together. Right?
Okay, we will say this once. This affirmation of how we give. I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive.
Can we know that together?
I give with abundant love and joy. As I give, I receive.
And as the baskets come around, you can put your connection cards and your offerings in the baskets. Thank you, guys. Tyler, we have a couple of quick announcements. And one of them is that we're running right now a school supplies drive in association with Urban Angels. And they're close to the finish line. They're raising money for how many children? 1,200 children, getting them backpacks and school supplies for this. And so I have a check here for Nelson if he'd come up and take it. As part of our tithe, we are a tithing community, and we're giving part of our tithe this month's abundance to Urban Angels to provide school supplies for kids. And thank you for the good you do in the world. Thank you for who you are. Thank you. Yeah. And so if you have questions about the school supply drive and any of that, please see Nelson. He'll be around in hospitality after, and he'll take checks or cash. Right? Volunteers. Or volunteers, too, right? So there's a lot of good there. You can check out Urban Angels San Francisco. Thank you. Thanks.
We also have another class coming up. It's going to be Metaphysics number 4.
Okay, great. Thank you. We'll talk to Misa about it directly.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll talk to you about it.
Now, we want you guys to mark your calendar. There's going to be another class with Reverend Paul Hasselbeck. He is the quintessential Unity metaphysics teacher within the Unity movement. He was the leader, the dean of Home Institute Studies for LUT, Licensed Unity Teachers and Reference. So join us over Zoom starting Wednesday the 14th for 5 Wednesdays with Paul Hasselbeck studying metaphysics.
I spoke to him on Friday, and he so loved being here, and he said, anything you want, Ken, I'd love to work with your community. So Paul Hasselbeck's coming back. He's going to be our new regular teacher here, right?
Right.
So fabulous. So we just keep expanding in new and important ways. So that's going to be good. And the spiritual salon today, I know they're having a little technical issues right now. I promise we'll get it worked out. For those of you online, we're not going to have a salon today, but I'm inviting you all to come join us for the Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself class. It's a book study, and that will be part of the salon. We'll speak, everyone can speak to the people on Zoom right at that screen after service and stop and say hi. And then at 1:30, we'll have the class, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Right?
Join us
And
today.
this is the information on the choir. Choir's on hiatus for the next 2 months. Misa's going to Paris. Talk about abundant life. Yeah, working the principles. She's also going to Puerto Vallarta and to Phoenix. I don't know why Phoenix is in there, but Puerto Vallarta and Paris sound really good. Anyway, choir needs a little bit of a hiatus, and they'll come back in October. So if you want to join choir in October, speak to Misa, writer at music@unitysf.com. Okay? And now, as they're bringing the kids up, I'm going to talk about the kids program here. One of the things we want to do is create this space for the neighborhood, for all of our children, that we're all seen and blessed. So let's just bless them from afar. They can come up and dance with us at the end here. We have an affirmation, and if you didn't hear this as a child, hear it from me now. Here they come. Well, let's wait, and we'll say it to them. All right, come on up, kids. Come straight on up. Come on, Rosalie. You can make it. I know you can.
50% of the children's program is here.
Okay. There they are. 75. We're just waiting for Dorian now. Okay, so here's 3 of our kids. Yeah. So it goes, you are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are. Can we know that together?
You are God's perfect expression of divine life. We see you and we love you exactly the way you are.
And so it is.
And so it is. So it is.
All right, stay up and dance with us, okay?
If you'd like to pray with the prayer chaplain, meet with one of the prayer chaplains in the sanctuary after service. Submit a prayer request online. And we just want to say thank you to everybody for making Sunday possible. Thank you to the music team, the audiovisual team, and everybody who volunteers. Thank you to everyone who's here in person and online. Thank you for making Unity San Francisco possible.
Okay.
Stand as you're willing and able.
And we have a new closing song. Let's dance.
A new closing song.
Where'd you get
Words.
that shirt?
They made me feel like a prisoner. They made me feel set free. They made me feel like a criminal. They made me feel like a queen. They've lifted up my heart to places I've never been. And they've dragged me down right back to where I began. Now words can build you up, words can bring you down. Start a fire in your heart or put it out.
Let my words be life. Let my words be true. I don't wanna say a
is the only thing we all need to hear. Say words can build us up, words can break us down, start a fire in our heart or put it out. Let my words be light, let my words be true. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth. Let the words I say be the sound of grace. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth. I want to speak of love, not just another noise. I want to shine my light. I want to be loved. Let my words be life. Let my words be true. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth. Love and truth. Let the words I say be the sound of grace. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth. Let the words be light. Let the words be true. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth. Let the words I say, let the words I say be the sound of grace. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth. Unless it points the world. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth. Point to love and truth. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth.
Yay! Happy Sunday, everybody!
Happy Sunday.
Let's go.
Words I say be the sound of grace. I don't want to say a word unless it points the world to love and truth. Let the words we say, let the words be light.
Hi, Stacy.
Be true.
Hi, Jean. Daniel.
Unless it points the world to love and truth.
Here's Joshua. Look, right there's the camera. Right there.